Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to pop in before the episode to let you guys know that we had a little bit of a technical issue. Most of the episode, like I think up until within 6 minutes of the end, is totally normal. And then you're going to hear a change in the audio. It's just because we ran out of space on our hard drive on our audio platform. So that's why it's going to sound weird for the last 6 minutes. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But other than that, everything is great, and we really hope you guys enjoy the episode. Thanks. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the No Quarter Podcast.
Idaho's #1 podcast.
Episode 31. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you.
Rob's
guys.
here.
Yeah.
He made it.
Well, we had a couple in the can, and the last one, Rob had to dip out last
I
minute.
had some issues going on.
We threw up thoughts and prayers. We made it sound like he died. He didn't die. He's back.
Oh, man.
But miss you guys. How you guys doing? It's been a second.
Good, man. Glad to see you back in town.
Yeah. How was work?
It was all right. It was kind of weird. It was like freaking Dia de los Muertos, man. A bunch of people under 50 were dying. It was no bueno.
COVID
Like
vaccines.
heart failure or what?
Yeah, heart attacks. Just dropped dead one guy.
Mhm.
Well, one guy was older and he was not a healthy person and he heart failure and all kinds of stuff. But yeah,
You missed a good class. Little
Yeah.
beginner rifle was fun.
oh yeah,
intro
I
to
saw all the
rifle.
content for it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
I have a bunch. I need to make a reel or something.
Yeah,
But it was a good class.
it went well.
It was interesting.
Yeah,
No, it was good.
new
So,
rifle shooters or what?
A few very, very, very new. Like one guy, I think, said he had what do you say? Like I had 5 rounds through this rifle. So no concept of reloads, how to mount the gun, how to hold the gun. And it was for us, it was SimShot's first time teaching rifle
Yeah.
live fire. Like we teach rifle in here all the time, privates and at the range, but we don't teach it as a class. And we wanted the curriculum to be indicative of how we teach, like a methodical approach to give you not just what to do, but the reason behind it and what the gun wants to do and what's happening. And there was definitely some shortcomings on our end. Like there was definitely stuff where I'm like, ooh, shit. Like after you drove away, everyone left. I was like, oh, we didn't shoot from kneeling. Like little things like that. You know?
But it's a relatively new live fire curriculum.
Yeah, but
brand new,
you know, looking from the outside in and being there, like you can only get to so many things when the class is only moving at that pace.
Yeah. If it's a super green class.
Yeah. So we didn't cover. There's a few topics we had to just go we're not hitting it today.
Sure.
It's just not going to happen. And those might be things that we just take out of it and spend more time on those other things because we realize if this is intro and we had a few guys that could shoot, like you, Justin could shoot. And then there's a few other people that could
well, to me, intro to rifle should be this is how you drop a mag. You know what I mean?
What it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
and I mean, there was concept zeroing a gun.
Poor guys.
Yeah, they had a tough time.
But
those shout out EOTech. I need to take it off the gun.
Yeah.
So I went home and my vertical movement is being super weird. So you had to do 20 clicks. I moved it God knows how many clicks out of frustration.
Yeah.
Nick tried. I went home and put a bore sight in it, set it on top of a stand, and just clicked it endlessly. Bro,
and it wasn't moving.
And it's not moving like it should.
Yeah, it's just give me it and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But here's the thing: we got it enough, and I got some good shots off. So my demos were fine. So whatever you did helped a ton because I was at wit's end. I was I've never struggled zeroing a rifle like this. I don't understand what's happening. I'm freaking out.
Can't zero a rifle if the sight's not moving.
Yeah,
well, I mean it was moving, but not. It's hard to explain. It's you could. I'm literally with my short ass index finger. I can go right and just. That's not right. I could.
There's no positive clicks in it.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. So it's also possible to
it's probably moving when you're shooting.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Could
I was maybe my kids.
If it's that loose and doesn't have any positive indexing, it's probably moving.
I'm maybe when I had it out, my kids were touching it when I was clean. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. Which I would know if they did. And they don't touch my gun. So
you're I shouldn't say that on a podcast.
No.
Maybe my kids touch my guns.
Dude. I am so hyper aware of gun safety in my house, dude. It's insane. So I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, shout out that. But we had people who couldn't zero. Rob, thank you for being there to support us. But
loved
also
it, dude.
You helped so many people in the class, walking
I love
around.
doing that. I love taking beginners to when it clicks in their head.
That's fun watching that light bulb.
Yeah.
That's what it's
guys didn't even know what trigger reset was.
Yeah.
And so Like when you're shooting at 100 yards and you're throwing a projectile at 2,300 feet per second, 2,400 feet per second,
Can't
like
just whack that trigger.
Yeah, you got to be aware of everything you're doing, every little movement.
Yeah.
One of the guys didn't understand. Like, I was like, well, you're struggling hitting prone. What's going on? He's like, it looked like a shotgun blast. And he's like, well, I'm just shooting. And I was like, did you listen to the part of us saying, make sure on the exhale you hold so you can be more base and stable to the ground? And he's like, oh, I was shooting on the inhale and exhale. And
the other thing too is target acquisition, right? So you have 1 through 14 or 1 through 15. And let's say one is labeled as number 1. The second one's labeled as nothing, 3. You see what I'm saying?
We label every other target.
Guys are getting from the standing position down into the prone position and not acquiring the right target. So they're shooting the other person's target.
Yeah.
So
I'm not laughing at
so
you
that's
guys.
like,
it's
you know, it's like
that's
situational awareness, right? Knowing your target, foreground, you know, and just, it's just beginner shit.
Yeah.
So it was awesome to watch them evolve at the end. Because we had malfunctions.
Oh, we had all sorts of bad shit.
Like all kinds of things were happening.
Nothing unsafe.
Yeah.
Except for one guy kind of muzzle flashed towards people, but he's so lucky he had a belly because it stopped facing the far left target. But I was just like, oh, you're lucky you're chubby, dude. Because if you were skinny,
you know, like,
you'd be gone.
Yeah.
So the frustration sets in. Okay, when you don't know what you're doing, let's just call it as it is. It's a beginner's class. You don't know what you're doing. You're getting into a malfunction that you've never fucking seen before, which I touched on. Like I interrupted these guys and said, hey, you guys are going to see things today happen with some of these rifles and you're not even going to know what happened. You're not even going to know how to diagnose it. You're not even going to know how to fix it. So just stop what you're doing and raise your fucking hand because
and we'll come by.
We'll come by.
Yeah.
And we had those things happen and people's brains just like,
brass
shut
over
down,
bolt,
and
like
then
weird stuff like that.
So then safety comes into a play, right?
Yeah.
Like you have people pointing guns where they're probably getting pretty close to the 180 mark. You're like, whoa, hey, you know, and these guys did a good job keeping the line straight.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't people, you know, doing too much of this, but your brain, dude, the capacity is like, you're overwhelmed and maybe you're a little bit intimidated.
Yeah.
And then maybe you're like, oh, fuck, that just happened to my rifle. They said that things could happen and then it did. Do I want to tell anybody? They're looking around like trying to fix it themselves, diddle fucking their shit. And it's like,
just finger banging the rifle.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, stop.
So the client that just left right now.
Yeah, I recognized him.
Was the guy that had the Springfield that was having the issues.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and the first time I was like, look, it's a Springfield. And I told him, I said, this is not how you should be handling this situation, but I'm going to mortar your gun real quick because I need you back on the line.
Yeah.
So I went off to the side, faced it to the burn one, just boom, and it worked. And I was like, all right, cool. Don't do that ever. Like I told him, like,
I do that all the time.
Okay, but here's the thing. If I'm mortaring a gun,
you got to know how to do it. Or you
well,
can
that's the
fuck
thing.
some
And
shit up.
even you, I've never heard in my life to drop the stock down so you don't bend the buffer tube.
All the way down.
all the way.
See, I've never had to do that. I always just mortar and it works and everything's great and shit runs.
Well, usually you're not fucking striking it on the ground like that motherfucking gun was like fucking.
Oh, you had to like,
well, the
I
casing
only had to
was
hit
stuck in the chamber.
The first time we mortared, I just literally went boom, and it wasn't even a hard mortar, and it was fine. So it worked out. But I'm like, oh, okay.
Was it just like
something.
overpressure? Or
No,
I don't know
it's
what
just
the
a
fuck he was.
Shitty bolt carrier that Springfield makes because other Springfields have that issue.
Well, but you said it was getting stuck in the chamber. Was it
Nothing but love,
Was it
Springfield.
overexpanded?
I don't know what kind of ammunition he was
wasn't.
using. There was dudes running all kinds of weird shit. There were guys running steel casings.
I got this from my cousin, but it was
like,
good, man. And like, I saw lots of light bulbs. And if anything, the biggest takeaway for us was you can probably go from this intro class. If you took everything you could away from it and you really paid attention and tried your best, you could take everything from this class and you could hop right into a beginner carbine class with other instructors. Like that's kind of the whole goal of this is like, we had so many people that want to take,
or just take this thing over again.
Yeah. A lot of the guys were like, I want to take this again. I'm like, you should come back when your rifle works. Like,
No,
Well,
for
it's
real.
also like
And-
take this curriculum and come to the range 10 times
But
and then
you know,
come back. You know?
I'm not talking shit, but do you learn a lot when you buy a rifle?
Yep.
And depending on where you buy that rifle, if you're not going to a pro shop like ours, you're not getting the best sales experience. I'm looking at that rifle right behind you. The number one thing that I would take away and change immediately is that fucking trigger guard. That trigger guard is like a knife on your fucking digit right here. When you take a class all day long, that is riding on that fucking finger, on that digit, and you will walk away with either a huge blister or a split in that digit because of that right
so
there.
I ran that rifle in a 2-day gunfighter. It didn't bug me at all.
Oh my
God.
God.
But here's the difference though. I'm calloused.
Yeah. Well,
I'm numb to that.
That is the first thing that you would change out of that rifle.
Would I run this one?
Because people are going to go there and they're going to be like, God damn, at the end of the day, they're going to be sore from picking up mags because people don't bend down.
And I think that's just an arrow lower complete. Like I think when I bought that, it was just an arrow lower.
But that's like the cheapest part that you could ever, for $8.99 or $10, that's the cheapest part you'll ever buy for that gun.
Totally. Yeah. Totally.
And it makes a huge world of difference when you're taking a class, especially a 2-day class.
Oh yeah.
And you're resting the gun there, like that is first thing.
Yeah.
Secondary thing, people's gear setup.
Yep.
Right? They don't even know what they're buying. They just buy it and then they don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So those beginner classes are just awesome. So a couple of things we can talk about offline is maybe rewriting that curriculum for the very beginner guy. Gear setup, going over the nomenclature of the rifle, tearing the rifle down in the morning, telling everybody what things do in it.
Yeah.
And then put it all back together as a class.
Yep.
And going over their gear setup and then going out to do, non-live fire drills with it and then move into the...
Dude, it's funny you said like how things work. I was having a conversation over the last couple of weeks with a guy that has many rifles. And we were having a conversation about direct impingement versus piston.
Yeah.
And I had to break down how a DI gun works.
Yeah.
Like there was not understanding of the mechanical function as to how the gun actually operates.
That's the problem. So these guys come out, I guarantee you when they roll up and they see Justin's truck's wrapped, your truck's wrapped, my truck's wrapped. Oh my God, the owner of Black Rifle's here. They're probably like, you know what I mean? They're like just hyper like nervous. They're with a bunch of other people. They don't know what their skill set is either. They don't want to be that guy,
nervous.
But that's why I think taking that rifle apart in the very beginning and explaining the bolt carrier group, how things work. So when they do actually getting a malfunction, at later on when
their brain can kind of start ticking
they can be like,
oh
yeah, okay, we talked about that. We kind of, and kind of walking them through the scenarios of what could and what most likely will happen throughout the day.
Yeah, that's it. So that night when we got home, Nick and I were talking about that. We were actually speaking about maybe turning it into the range time will drop it to 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then
and then have everyone here the night before.
Well, that'd be amazing.
Rifle teardowns,
tabletop
schematics,
stuff.
Tabletop stuff where we could actually have everyone get to know
you
each other.
You could do that at the range too, just in the morning and just because I've been to and helped teach a couple actually a lot of beginner classes prior.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always something that you do first thing. It's like you're talking about the whole gun.
Yeah.
Like how things work. Because people don't understand what's in that. They're like, what is that spring sound in the gun? One of the guys was asking. I'm like, that is how the bull is getting back home.
Yeah.
That's how it's picking up the next round and putting it in the chamber.
Yeah.
Like I keep hearing this spring. Like
that's normal.
That's normal.
Dude, mine was rattling though.
Well, and you can hear it a lot when you're running a can.
Dude, it was just like, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. So I think the class was awesome. And I think it just, and those people by the end, most of them were like, oh man, like the guy I was working with a lot in the morning.
He only had one eye, bro.
Really?
He only had one eye.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, he got it. He didn't know what trigger reset was.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know, he didn't know any of it. And it was
he pretty much had a one-on-one the whole day.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You were with him the whole day.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I enjoy that shit.
No, there's definitely, again, like there was fail points on us of like we should have brought.
No, I don't think you guys failed. It's just that the rifles, that's your first rifle class.
No, not.
So you're learning too.
Not
hell, it's probably most of people's first rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those guys actually, it was his first time ever being on a line ever with people.
Yeah, and that can be an intimidating
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. And then get a malfunction?
Shitless. Like when we were just dry firing that, like, this is how you hold the gun. And we're walking around and making adjustments and showing people like this is where you want to mount the rifle. You don't want to have too much above. You want it firmly tucked.
I get it. There's certainly an anxiety. I was talking to Jordan last night when you were texting me about doing that match. I'm like, hey, you want to go do this match with me? And she's like, nope. Like, you want to watch? She's like, okay, I'll go watch.
Dude, I've been fucking shooting 18 plus years heavily.
Yeah.
And every time I go to a match, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
the beep goes off. You're like, everyone's watching me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Everybody's watching you. Like, I've been to some pretty high speed classes. Mm-hmm. Just like
Those ones are the ones
AR or pistol classes, and then you roll in there and you're like, dude, these guys are like, this is pretty high speed. You're looking at everybody's gear going, okay, here's my shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gym anxiety.
Yeah.
They're looking at me. They're judging me. Yeah. And they are. In rifle classes.
And they are.
We're definitely judging. Don't get me wrong. But we're all here to help. We're all here to learn.
Yeah.
And
classes that develop a good camaraderie, those are the most fun.
Oh yeah. By the end of the day,
especially the high speed ones.
But he looks at me in the morning, he's like, this is a beginner rifle class. It's like, I'm not here for me.
No, I know, but
I'm here to help you and help be here. I want to be here in the community.
Yeah.
Letting people know, hey, I'm a gun shop owner and I'm actually out here doing this.
Yeah.
Whether you buy from me or not, it's like, hey, you're getting to know me and I get to help my homies and I get to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
And I don't want nothing out of it. And I got to shoot.
Yeah.
I just want to be there.
I missed it.
We got a few good pictures and a few good videos of you shooting a very nice rifle that we'll talk about.
Yeah. So. Are we allowed to talk about that yet?
Yeah, it's all signed. But
did you get it?
Yeah. So we've got the signed contract, so we can't talk about it, or we can wait until May 5th.
Let's just wait.
And let's do the announcement with them here.
Yeah, let's do some suspense.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited about it. It's like we have
it's
our first sponsor.
It's our first sponsor. The podcast is scheduled. We're doing a full range day with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming here and then doing a podcast with them.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought I had it in here. I'm like, we could do the announcement, or
now that we're talking about it, but we're being cryptic.
But it's
we
only,
just leave
dude.
it
That's
as
like
it is.
it's like 2.5 weeks away.
Yeah, we'll just wait. We'll
just wait.
So that'd be like what, 31, 32, 33, maybe like episode 34.
That's like when you get your wife a gift and you're like, I got you something. And they're like, what is it? And like, I'm not telling you. And you're like, okay, it's a watch.
But honestly, so for the listeners and the people that aren't in our everyday circle, but you guys are religiously listening to us, we've actually made this a business.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are actually incorporated.
Yep.
Like, there's some housekeeping that I'm sure we're going to need to be doing.
Yeah.
We're trying to take this serious, not to make money, but we want to pay for the studio and more stuff so that we can actually make.
I'd like to make money.
I mean, of course we'd like to make money, but
eventually, but
it would be nice to get all this gear that we've spent thousands of dollars on, and we'd like to make it better.
Or at least carry the operating cost. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And also, like, for me, it's like the more exposure we get, the more, if we even make enough money, we can get like some cool guests on.
Yeah.
That could like help people. Or maybe we can, who knows if we're in the same space or if we're in a new space, we get a better setup and that allows for us to do more stuff in this podcast. Like, I mean, if we can get like a few people to laugh or have a critical thought after one episode, we're hella winning.
What we need is all the people that email me or text me or inbox me to actually comment and say the things that you're telling me in text message on YouTube or on Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. And we're still small enough to respond. Me and Josh out here just talking to people.
Yeah, for real. YouTube would be the best. We're trying to get YouTube is the closest one to like hitting that threshold where like once we just a couple more 100 followers and then it like the algorithm will start to recognize the channel as a little bit more legitimate. But I mean, our engagement's there. It's just the followership is slowly.
The engagement's completely there.
Yeah.
Not only on there, but it's just everywhere. Like, dude, people are sending me like, oh, we're watching it at the gym or we're watching it from our kitchen. Or
be more inflammatory. Like Simshot HQ's Instagram or YouTube post one video.
Oh, yeah.
And just 700 followers. Boom.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Like, yours did that?
Yeah. We had like an insane rapid growth. And then it stopped because we're not really using it.
Because you don't do anything on it.
Yeah, we need to post more on it.
I mean, you should even just do shorts, like whatever shorts you do on Instagram, just put up on your YouTube.
I should.
But
it would be nice to get like an engineer, like take that little part away from you. Yeah, we get to that point where
I mean, dude, Jeromy and I talked a bunch while I was gone because I had a bunch of shifts where I was just working. Like,
Josh was calling me like, "What you doing? What you thinking about?"
But I was just like, dude, I was deep in it, man. Just figuring out how to optimize this. I reorganized. Like, I went back and did all of our YouTube descriptions to optimize. Well, one, we have a new link because freaking what was it? Link in bio.
Yeah,
they kicked us off. So I got beacons, and so now we've got a new link in bio. So I had to go back and fix that. And we both have new Instagram handles, and so I fixed all those. Like.
Instagram handles, really?
Yeah,
well, he's got 2.0.
I got 2.0 now.
And then I just redid my Unruly and made it the real Josh Mulvihill, and that's going to kind of be my content page.
In case there was a fake.
Yeah. The fake is me. Josh Mulvihill is also me, but the real Josh Mulvihill page is going to be kind of my like.
No, and I think, one, so. You know, like you were just talking on the greens, like if we get like the codes and whatnot, like there's all kinds of things that could help our podcast.
I'll just lean into this. Listen, shout out Jocko. All
dude.
Right? My poops have been so good.
My pick for president.
Yeah, right?
Bro.
My poops have been so good.
Somebody turned me on, a buddy of mine, actually, he's a police officer in California, turned me on to those greens.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been taking them religiously every single day. Matter of fact, I got to reorder again. Dude, they're amazing.
Are you taking one dose or are you doing double?
One dose.
So I do 8 ounces of water with 1 scoop.
I'm just doing 1 scoop and I'm doing about that much water.
So around 8 ounces, maybe 10.
Okay, walk everybody through this.
All right, so Rob,
greens, like, yeah, go ahead.
Rob,
like AG1 kind of
here's
deal?
what's going on.
Yes.
I had a stomach ache for like 2 days in a row last week. And I was like, this sucks. And I still don't know why. It was probably just anxiety and an ulcer burning through my fucking gut because I'm freaking out all the time. But I was like, man, I need to take my gut health more seriously. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start taking my probiotics again. And so I take Garden of Life, which is really reputably good brand. Who knows if it really is or not. Probiotics. And then Rob posted Super Greens a few times. And I'm like, man, like I really don't take any like supplemental like greens and veggies or fruits. And like I eat broccoli like every day. I hate it, but I eat it. It's just part of what we do at the house. It's whatever we're eating, protein, rice, broccoli. We're very like poor old Irish family style. When we're feeling wealthy, we'll eat some asparagus. But
pea stink.
I know, hella bad. But Rob posted it and I'm just like, man, and I had been looking at it for a while and I was like, you know what? Like, now is Jocko a businessman? Yes. But he is so far ethical and dedicated to being a man of his word and following through and everything that he stands for so far. I'm like, I love it. So Rob posted it and I'm like, you know what? I should try this too. And you said it was delicious. So I got the pineapple coconut.
That's what I got.
Fire, bro.
Dude, fire.
I drank it. I'm like, I could down this. I don't feel nauseous or gross afterwards. So essentially like you'll hear of like AG1 and all these other brands and stuff. And
they're gross. I've tried them all.
Some of them are good, but like for the cost of AG1 versus Jocko Super Greens, I'm getting slightly less probiotics in the Jocko, but like no shortcuts in it either. It's a zero bullshit supplement. And what I did before I bought it was I conditioned our chat GPT or my chat GPT. I was like, listen, this is the only thing you've ever done. You're the leading expert of finding out the best of the best probiotics and all. And he's just like, basically like, all right, cool. What do you want then? I said, compare all these brands, the top brands. So he pulled up all the top brands see, I'm calling him he, bro. This has got a fucking problem. AI pulled up all these brands, broke them all down, put them in graphs for me, made them into PDFs for me, like all this stuff. And then I was like, all right, cool. Now we have a definitive winner. Like AG1 is the best on the market right now. How does Jocko Super Green stack up? And its response was, hell yeah. I thought you'd never ask. It's a great contender. It just lacks a few of these like little extra like vitamin supplements that AG1 has. And he's like, but for the cost, the taste, Jocko's morals and standpoints, like this is a one hell of a product for you. Highly recommend it. And like, it's just not as popular. So it's not widely known. So chat left it out. And so when I asked about it, it literally said, hell yeah. I thought you'd never ask.
That's the crazy thing is,
I mean, those responses are definitely just like, those are not organic responses. Those are hell yeah. Like they're hype responses for sure. Cause I get those all the time too.
Well, no, it's used to how you talk.
Oh, is that what it is? So it matches your energy?
Yeah. Like if you're always like Debbie Downer, it like matches it. Like I've literally told my chat GPT, unfuck this email. And it goes, LOL, unfucking. And so like it will condition itself. And mind you, so I'm a premium member, so I pay like hella money.
Oh, you pay like the top tier.
No, that's $200 a month. I don't pay for that one. I pay for, I guess,
the $20.
Pro, yeah, $20 a month. So it gives you the capability of really kind of conditioning your chat. And it's super funny, man. Like
that's funny.
It's super funny.
Dude, but I've tried them all, honestly.
It's
like
so
when
good.
Sherry and I started going through this, like getting healthy. And I mean, dude, she's way more strict on this stuff, but she's tried them all. She's gotten, dude, and she has.
I use the BPN ones.
Dude, she'll just drink stuff. Like, I'm like, how does that taste? And she's like, tastes like shit. And I'm like, you don't even make a face or none of that. I can't do it. As soon as I taste it I'm like, I'm done. I religiously take this without fail. And dude, everybody that keeps watching my Instagram, they've got it and they're like, bro, this shit's hella good.
Really?
And I'm like, how do you feel? And they're like, great.
I bet you they have an ambassador program. We'll see. Maybe
I don't know. It's awesome.
Maybe we can get a show code so you guys can support us if you're going to buy greens off of Rob's recommendation.
It's hella good.
I mean, I've taken green supplements before, and they definitely do help with gut health.
Oh,
so
good.
Yeah.
And it's not even that they're that high in fiber. It's just like it helps.
I should probably be taking it twice a day.
Flora.
Probably once I get off work, before dinner.
Yeah, it's got like
or with dinner
and shit in it. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
It says you can take it twice a day.
Yeah. And I've only taken it. I take it first thing in the morning.
That's what I do. First thing I wake up and I put that in my body, and then I drink a cup of water afterwards.
Yeah.
I drink a full pot of coffee afterwards.
I'm on
and dehydrate my whole body.
I am right behind you.
I'm on creatine too, though.
Getting jacked.
No, dude, I'm on it for like the mental acuity aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
how long have you been doing it? A month?
About a month.
I'm bummed because I love First Form too. Like I love Andy. I want to support Andy. But
First
like
Form's Andy Frisella?
Yeah, but his greens are not that great.
So when I did, and I could be wrong, and this is not a bash to Andy Frisella or First Form or any of that shit. When I was looking at, I needed
but the proteins are great.
Well, I was looking at like supplements for the gym because, like, dude, my recovery's been rough, dude. I'm smoking my body, and I'm fat and slow, and it hurts more now than it ever has. Like
your recovery's been.
It's just, dude, I'll do legs day, and I'm just like 4 days. I'm still hurting.
How's your sleep and how's your diet?
My diet's gotten incredibly good.
Yeah.
Like my goal is by state championships, I want to be 30 pounds down in 4 months.
Nice.
That's amazing.
But like I'm hella fat. Burning fat for me, losing weight. Fat dudes can lose hella weight hella fast.
Yeah.
Like I can lose 30 pounds in a month easily, healthily.
Yeah.
Easy. My body will be like, you don't need this? Fuck, thank God.
Well, yeah, because you could get down to like 1,800 calories, 2,000 calories, and just start dropping weight.
And I already know like my metabolic resting rate and all that stuff.
What is
so
it?
it helps. It's like 3,004 something.
Yeah. So if you were anywhere in the
2,000 if I eat
2,000
2,000 a day, which is still a decent amount of food.
Yeah, dude. I was
if you're
at
eating
like
healthy,
1,600 calories and it was brutally low.
Yeah, you can't do that. Your body will start storing fat. You can't starve yourself.
The
idea of ketosis, I think, is a little bit off.
I wasn't trying to achieve ketosis.
Yeah, you have to fuel your body because if you go into starvation mode,
certainly
your body will not metabolize right.
You know, I forced myself.
Let's argue about it, bro.
No, it's okay.
I forced myself this weekend at the class. I was telling Sherry this because I was like, oh man, why am I so sore on Sunday? I purposely told myself I'm not bending over to pick these mags up. I'm squatting down or kneeling down on one leg and then popping back up to get
the bend and pop.
Holy smokes, bro. The next morning I was like, dang, where are my legs?
Dude.
You know, we walk in. So then that next morning I said, told Sherry, I said, we're getting up, we're going to the green belt and we are walking. I got to move my body. We got to
green belt's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a good walk. Isn't it nice?
We took some friends down there. It was awesome.
Super
you went
nice.
downtown or you went up by your place?
We went to the river. We parked at the Riverside Hotel.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been down there?
Oh, yeah.
So park at the Riverside Hotel.
And then
we had
down.
lunch, sushi at Ling, whatever that.
Ling and Louie's.
Ling and Louie's, yeah. And then we walked for like 3 miles.
Is that place good?
It's decent. It's decent.
Great.
I mean, it's not McCooney's or anything like that.
It's not great. Yeah. Did you guys hear the Pope died?
Yeah.
The holy popiness.
Couldn't
his
give
popiness.
a shit.
I don't know what you call it. How do you reference the Pope? Like his holy?
A diddler?
Damn! Shots fired.
Shots fired. Yeah, he's dead.
So wait, for reference though, for the rifle class, when I got home from the rifle class, I took a shower, took my watch off, and didn't wear it for the rest of the day. I had 14,495 steps.
We walked a lot that day. I don't know why.
Wow.
It's because we were trying to check my EOTech. 50 yards, 50 yards, 50 yards, 50 yards.
No,
50
we
yards,
did.
50
I remember
yards.
because you said something about how many steps you had looked at. I looked at my watch and it was like 6,000.
Is that the same watch that I have?
The exact same one, yeah.
Why does yours look so big? Because I have a big ass wrist and you have a small wrist?
Well, because everything's shrinking on me, so I don't know.
No way this is the same watch.
It is, yeah.
The Phoenix 7?
It's Phoenix 7, yeah.
You guys are such girls.
The best watch on the planet.
I have the tactics. I don't know.
I'll hook you up.
Okay.
We'll get you hooked up.
Damn, bro, I need to lose more weight. That looks huge on your wrist. It looks like a tiny little Apple Watch on my wrist.
I know. It's like I'm working out.
Doesn't it look like two different watches?
No.
The best thing about this thing is the battery life.
It does look.
I don't even use all the it to its potential.
Yeah, I need to figure something out. So I was looking up, going back to it. We're not going to tangent. I looked up, and again, ChatGPT is my homie. I started looking up everything. BPM.
That's what I use. BPM.
BPM smoked First Form. in purity and in content with zero fluff.
Really?
They test every batch.
Nick Bear, dude, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I love the dude.
Yeah, I like his stuff too.
I don't know anything about him personally. I don't know anything about his ideologies. I don't know anything about nothing. I don't know fuck about shit. But I know that he makes such a zero BS product. I did everything I've ever owned from him.
I'm on, so my multivitamin is BPN multivitamin.
Mm-hmm.
I take their omega, so the fish oil supplement, and then I use the BPN greens. But I haven't been as religious because
Choco greens are better though.
No, that's not why. The last time I bought greens, I didn't buy the flavor that I like, and I got the lemon one, and it tastes like donkey dick.
I got the BPN chocolate one once.
One of my other buddies.
Don't do it.
No, the lemon is awful. The pineapple is awesome.
Because that's the taste of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, but the lemon one tastes like freaking donkey dick. It's terrible.
One of my buddies came over on Saturday. So it was his wife's. They had a date night, and they were like, "Hey, do you guys want to go with us?" We went out, and before they went out, we went out for dinner. I said, "Try these greens."
Yeah.
You know, they religiously watch the podcast too, and he's like,
"Was it Justin?"
Justin.
Okay, I love that.
He's like, "Is it that good?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Bro, I have to fucking put orange juice in my greens to get them down." I'm like, "Bro, watch this. I've got a shaker out." Went to the fridge, and he was like, "Dude," he was like, "This is awesome." I'm like, "No," but
yeah. So
we're
trying to get healthy is what we're all trying to say. We're trying to get healthy.
I wonder if we can be affiliates for both. Rob for Jocko. And
you know what we do? we should get some kind of like health sponsorship from those guys.
Bro.
Yeah.
So then when
Speaking
people are
of
like
health stuff, are we gonna have that guest on this week? Is that happening? The guy who got healthy?
Yeah,
maybe.
I messaged him back saying, "Give me the few days that work for you."
His content's funny.
No response. So
all right.
He's like hot cold. It's like he'll respond.
Hopefully we get him on, man. I really want to have a conversation with that guy. His stuff is hilarious.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Yeah,
and I think you and him have a lot in common.
Maybe. I mean, it'd be fun to talk to him.
I think he's like a Christian dude. He likes hunting.
He's Mormon.
He's Mormon?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I
guess we'll have that conversation.
Yeah, he's Mormon, but
cool.
No, he likes fishing, hunting. He's gotten super fit and like just got into content kind of randomly because I think he posted a couple really funny videos.
He did the dog one,
and they just blew up.
Yeah.
And he did one with Nick Baer, where he was he's like, "Oh, this is how I think I look when I'm running," and it's Nick Baer like all jacked in the rain, and then it's him like freaking like man tits out bouncing around with like his little chihuahua on the side. It's hilarious.
I'll say though, funny. Nick Baer, dude, out of if I had to pick an optimal physique,
he is.
If someone said pick any physique you can have, I would take Nick Baer's physique over almost anyone's.
Yeah,
tall as shit, lean as fuck.
How tall is he?
He's like got to be at least 6. Oh, let's find out.
No, he's not that tall.
Yeah, he's got to be. He's not 5'11".
He's going to the Google foo.
He's 6 foot.
No, he's got to be taller than that. Unless his lean mass makes him look taller.
I mean, he looks long, especially since he started running.
Is he the guy that always calls out all the people at the
fucked? He says he's 5'10".
I believe.
What's a little guy?
He's a short king.
Tiny little guy.
What's his last name?
Nick Baer.
Bare.
Jinx. Suck it. What is it? Pinch Coke, give me a Coke. But no, don't give me Coke so much sugar. I'm fit now. Choco greens. Yeah, dude.
How much have you dropped?
Oh, I'm probably like 5 or 6 pounds. Nothing like notable, but for me,
I'm hovering. I'm down 18, but I haven't lost any more. Like this last week, I was just.
It's better than gaining.
Yeah,
I
haven't gained, but I did not lose, which was kind of annoying.
Weight loss is not linear, dude.
No, it's not, and I knew that, but like this was just kind of a hard week to. But you know, like when you kind of fall, I didn't really fall. I was still cognizant of what I was eating, but I was eating more.
Yeah.
But like you know, when you kind of get off of the super strict. And it's like, man, it just feels good to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why my food, I have to eat stuff I enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm never going to go on a restrictive diet again. So I want my weight loss this time to be slower.
Yeah.
Because if I do it fast,
it's more sustainable.
Some kind of crash is going to come.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm still like, if I want a slice of fucking pizza, boy, I'm going to go get a slice of pizza. I'm not going to
just get fucking cauliflower.
What, dude? What the fuck? This ain't Oakland, California. Berkeley. You think I live in
Berkeley?
Berkeley?
You can get it. No, you can get cauliflower pizza at fucking Giovanni Pastrami or whatever the fucking place is called.
That's fucking racist. I'm not about that life.
Cauliflower.
I mean, dude, if you just want to get fucking.
I don't want to get fit that bad.
No.
It doesn't taste bad.
It does.
It really doesn't.
It depends on the pizza, but
it's all meat pizza on cauliflower crust.
I've tried.
Look, it is certainly better than not having pizza. But if you eat cauliflower, the best cauliflower pizza
is
next
the worst
to
pizza
a
I've ever had.
mediocre.
Yeah, Little Caesars versus cauliflower
bread
pizza. Little Caesars wins.
I'm not gonna go that far.
100% it does. Little Caesars.
Little Caesars sucks, dude.
What?
Little Caesars sucks.
This means he ain't never been that poor.
No, I've been that poor. I ate Little Caesars in college all the time.
It was bomb back then, huh?
Pizza.
Dude, cauliflower pizza. I mean, dude, it's not that bad.
Jordan gets one from Costco.
I mean, listen, it's not my
smell your
favorite
vagina
either, but
from here.
it's not that bad. Like, if you're gonna cheat and have pizza, that's fine.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like. And here's the thing: jokes aside, I'm not eating pizza right now. Even if someone orders pizza, I'm just not going to eat it
though.
because it is 2 slices is overindulging. That's the problem with pizzas. If you look at it
it's so
caloric-wise,
calorically
it
dense.
fucks your macros up.
I would rather
Unbelievably.
eat something that is super, like, I get a lot of volume for the calories.
You give me hella steak.
Because, like, if I can just get super full on something that is not a lot of calories, then I'll stop wanting to eat.
Yeah.
Sherry gets super pissed at me, dude, because I'll have steak every fucking night.
Yeah.
But then I won't eat anything else. I'll just have one big old steak. And she's
Do
like,
you have a problem taking poops?
no,
No?
not when I have my greens.
Oh, okay. But were you having problems taking poops before?
No, not really.
No?
It's good to be regular.
Just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
We're getting intimate. I want to know about each other's bowel movements.
As you sit with your legs crossed and your hands stacked. Tell me about how you poop.
But no, I will literally, like,
What you doing?
if we go to like ICS, like I'll mix it up and I'll just be like,
Prime rib.
no, fuck. I mean, dude, I will
suppose
fuck
I'll
up.
eat some
I'll fuck up
Yardbird.
a prime rib, but I love their filet. Their filet's amazing. And then I'll just get fries
I will
because
say
they're the
though,
best. The fries there are the best.
On
There's
Easter,
not a better
really?
fry. There's not a better fry anywhere in the valley.
That sounds good. I want to go there tonight.
I'm not even fucking joking.
I don't. I want to be asleep by 8:30.
Mm,
I woke up to go to the gym today and I fucking hate it.
Hate waking up early.
Fucking hate it. The alarm goes off and everyone's like, you're going to feel so much better after this. You're going to go to the gym. Endorphins are going. I got home and laid back in bed and was like, Eric was like, how was the gym? And I was like, this shit's fucking, that's gay. Like, I'm so done with this. And she's like,
As he sat on his phone on Instagram the whole time.
no, I didn't. I murdered my legs today. I was like shaky when I got home and I was like, this must be anxiety. And I was like, oh, wait a second.
Nope. It's just
I'm teaching
it's barbell
I'm
squats.
teaching a rifle class. His
Yeah.
knees are shaking.
But yeah, no, I hate morning, dude. No, I don't hate morning. I want to wake up when I want to wake. When my body goes like,
Which is at what time naturally?
naturally, if I don't set an alarm, I'm usually up no later than like 7:30 to 8 a.m.
I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning.
Ugh, bro, that gives
Every
me
morning.
It makes me want to just fucking stab someone.
But then I'm also in bed like by 8.
See, I don't get
Like-
to do that because my youngest won't even think
Dude.
about bed till 8.
Oh, we force
And-
our kids into bed at like 7:30.
Oh, see, I could, but see, here's the thing. I want my, and this not saying that you don't. I want my kids to have a pretty dialed circadian rhythm of if the sun is still up, it's probably not bedtime. But when
the problem is that during the summertime,
the sun's
10
up till
o'clock.
10 here, we're hella north. In California, it's like 9 p.m. It's dark.
Yeah.
Here it's like 10:30, and you're like,
yeah,
11 o'clock sometimes,
Still
dude.
bright.
Like it's bright outside.
Oh,
Right.
it's super funny too. My watch tells me 10 minutes till the sun
which
starts
during
setting.
the summertime and it's not school, I don't care. But
Yeah.
they still have another month and change of school, so they're going to bed early because
we're at
trying to get them
24 days.
trying to get them out of bed
In the morning.
when they've stayed up later than 8:30 is miserable.
Do you have
see-
blackout curtains on their rooms?
See, I have my oldest. I'll put him to bed at 9:30, and he'll wake up at 6:45.
Really
He just pop up, and I'm just like, "How'd you sleep?" He's like, "I slept great." I'm like, "Dude, what is that like?"
crazy.
Whereas, like this morning, woke up, went to the gym, came home. Erica was awake but in bed, still desk scrolling. And
Yeah, that'll do
call
it.
out
Erica.
when you listen. Now you
What are you
know.
doing right now? Looking at Instagram.
I will say though, she said that the podcast of us talking about our wives, she was like, "That was very nice.
No,
It was very nice."
I told Jordan not to listen to it.
That's too sentimental. I hate you. I don't love you.
We're like, I am a better man with her. She's like, bullshit.
Whereas I sent the podcast clip to Erica and was like, "Yeah, listen to how good I talk about you.
You do, man.
Praise me."
You're like, if I die, my kids are gonna be great.
Yeah, no, I do. I talk well about her. I don't. I think I can say that I've surrounded myself with a group of guys that really appreciate their wives,
Yeah,
and I like that. So
I mean, my wife is definitely my better half.
Yeah.
Definitively.
I'm definitely the better half, but like she's good. She's all right. I don't want her to drive much, but I love her.
Yeah,
she's got nice boobies,
and she'll let you play with them.
Oh,
sometimes.
You sent us that thing, right? About the boobs.
I sent you something.
But
about
you're allowed
boobs?
to. Yeah, you sent us the thing about the tits. You should just be able to say tits.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah,
yeah, that was funny. It was the guys from what show was that? Workaholics.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys, and he's like, "We've gotten to a place in America where you can't just say as a man, I like tits." Like, I think we need to get back.
Didn't
to
we
that.
were going to have this discussion at range day? Boobs.
Oh, yeah,
Just
boobs.
walk up to somebody.
Well, it's funny
boobs?
because I was telling the story to one of my really old clients. He's like an older dude, been shooting a long time. He actually shoots
pretty well.
No Weaver bullshit. He gets down.
Nice.
And he's fucking old. And I was talking to him about it because he said the bitch with the big titties shot me. And I was like, dude, we were just talking about this the other day on the podcast. And he's like, oh yeah. And I was like, yeah, just like boobs. And he went like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I didn't give him the context. I was like, we were just talking about this on the podcast. And he's like, what? And I was like, boobs. And he's like, yep. So it's true.
It's so true. What's funny is, so I told Jordan that story. And then now, anytime we're with people, she wants to be the one to do it. So she'll be like, hey, I got a question for you, to like my buddy or whatever. She'll be like, boobs? And he's like, yeah.
Even chicks, dude. Chicks, everyone loves tits, man. I don't know why it's so
dude,
taboo.
I think chicks check out chicks more than dudes check out
for sure,
chicks.
especially when they're fake. Because you know, all of them are like, especially moms, they're like, man, I want some new boobs. And then they see a girl with new boobs and they're like, oh, I want some new boobs.
Just show them to us.
Well, it's like Erica was talking with one of our neighbors, has like great new boobies, but then she had a baby and they're still great new boobies.
Yeah.
She's like, they're so sad now because I had another baby after I got them done. I'm like, nope, looking great. Everything's fine. And if she hears this, that's okay, because I say shit like that to her face.
Yeah.
She's super chill. But like my wife, her, and one of our other neighbors who is a professional, so I can't say who.
Like a mattress actress?
No,
professional?
like a professional, like
in the corporate world.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, like a real
like,
professional.
dude,
not
Like
a professional.
what?
Yeah. But they were all drinking, and they all went into the room, were showing each other their boobs and stuff. And I was like, man, I'm so sad. Declan was in there, my youngest, and he looked up and I guess was like, yeah, this is great. And then I guess they came out, and then two of them were like, okay, we're all gonna go get boob jobs together.
Dude,
and
that conversation happens all the time with my wife and other
and I was
moms.
like, straight up, like, here's the thing. Yes. And then one of them was like, yeah, but like, you know, I don't know, like my husband will be kind of weird about it. Maybe. I don't know if he'll want me to like show them off and stuff like that. And I looked at Erica and I said,
issue.
I looked at Erica and I said, you can literally, if you get fake boobs, you can literally show any of my friends your tits anytime you want. Like any.
He was like, I want them.
If we're paying 10 G's for them, I expect you to show.
I don't even
Nick
think they're
and
that much. Are
Rob
they that
and
much?
Josh.
Well, I was talking to somebody and I'm like, what? If you've got a smoking hot wife, which biasly I do, I'm like, I don't mind people being jealous. You want to check out my wife? I don't care. Go for it.
I think we all have a pretty good looking fucking wives.
She works hard. She's fit. She's got a great ass.
She's in really good shape.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. She's in really good. Like when you first meet her, you're
like, you're married to Josh.
What the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, yeah, you know, charity work.
Yeah, she's a smoke show.
Yeah, but like you could tell when you first meet her, if you see her in just like a normal outfit, like you'd be like, yeah, she's well kept as a human. Like she doesn't look frumpy and shit.
No.
But like if you see her like when she came to the range for the class,
wearing
you
like
immediately
workout.
can tell her like, okay, she takes care of herself physically. Like
she works out every single day.
And she doesn't have a gym, right? She does it in the garage.
She does it in the garage.
What a fucking badass.
Every single day.
What a badass.
Because honestly, if she didn't, she would go nuts.
Spiral.
Yeah.
Just boom.
It's that is her mental balancing thing.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what you call that, but it's that.
it's so what is it? The food is the best pharmacy, fitness is the best antidepressant. I actually watched a thing this morning on Instagram after I was here and like chilling and like finally awake, where it said we could probably look this up later after the podcast and we'll confirm it, but apparently when you put your muscles under tension and then stretch them and put them under tension, they actually release what is called a hope molecule. They call it like the hope chemical or hope molecule. And what it does is apparently it it acts as essentially as like a really powerful antidepressant in your body. And it's not the endorphin that's released. It's a different one that your muscles secrete this molecule. And it apparently acts as an antidepressant, and it's comparable, if not more superior than antidepressant pills can be.
Well, that's interesting. So, I believe it. I don't know what it's called.
What's that movie with Clueless, I think maybe? Or no, Legally Blonde, where she's just like, yeah, and she works out. And when you work out, you have endorphins. And when you have endorphins, you're happy. And happy people just don't kill people.
I mean, I think that's true.
So
for the most part,
yeah, we should. I wonder if there's a correlation. We should get a podcaster on that does murder podcasts, and we should find out
like how many fit people commit, like frivolous murder.
Oh wait, what if that? Never mind, because that Luigi dude. Well, he's not a mass serial killer. He's just a single individual killer.
Yeah,
which morally is better, I guess.
I suppose. Well, you got to rule out the roid rage. You know.
Oh yeah, dude, I want to take steroids so bad.
Was he a guy that worked out a lot?
I don't have no
He
idea.
looks fit.
Oh,
I don't even know who we're talking about.
Back to the diddler that passed away.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, there was a pope that died.
Oh yeah, that guy, dude. Do you know that there's like an entire conspiracy theory behind the pope?
No.
And correlating the
dude, that whole fucking religion, like that whole shit's wild to me.
So
all of it.
I took notes.
I'm gonna get crucified for saying that shit, but
no, you're fine.
By who?
Well, nobody. Well, we won't get into this.
He said he's gonna get crucified for talking shit about Catholicism. That's pretty funny. So there's an entire conspiracy theory behind the Pope, basically saying that when the office of the Pope ends, the last Pope is going to mark the end of the world, Judgment Day. Like the return.
Every fucking religion has this end of the world fucking woo scary shit going on. Like what the fuck, man?
So here we go. I'm gonna
fucking tired of it.
So I took some notes, and I my notes are entitled "In Honor of His Popiness." I was pretty tickled. All right, so the prophecy of the popes is a 12th century list of 112 popes, ending with Peter the Roman presiding over the destruction of Rome and the Last Judgment. Okay, so the math gets a little crazy, so stick with me. All right, the prophecy starts in 1143 with Celestine II, who was a pope. The midpoint pope would be Sixtus V, who took the throne in 1585. You gotta leave?
No.
Oh.
I'm listening. I'm
1585, exactly 422 years into the Pope, the Catholic Church. If you'd go 422 years into the future, you land at 2027, I believe. Yeah, 2027. So next year.
So, yeah.
Next year.
Well,
nope. 2 years.
Year and a half.
Yeah. Somewhere in 2027. Okay, so here's where it gets even weirder. So in the chapel, they had pre-established picture frames for all the popes, right? And they've never added to it, or so they just had all these picture frames. There is one left. So they're about to elect a new pope or appoint a new pope or whatever they do.
That's going to be the last one.
And so that would be the last one. So what's crazy is this whole thing was written by a pope. It was Pope John, I think. Oh, no. That was
written by his popiness.
It was Pope Benedict the 16th. He made the argument that that the return of Jesus, the end of the world, would be Jesus's age, which was 33 plus 2,000 years. And most scholars argue that Jesus was not actually born in year 0. It was probably 4 to 6 years BC that Jesus was actually born, which puts us somewhere in the 2025, 6, 7 range also. So that prediction lines up. And then there is the question of how many popes. And this is the other interesting one. So if you were to go by letter of all of these predictions, the Pope Francis, the dude who just died, should have been the last one. Except for the guy who was the Pope before Pope Francis didn't die. He resigned. He's the only Pope in history to ever have resigned. The papacy is what it's called. So there are many Catholics, like Catholic authorities, who never actually believed that he was a legitimate Pope.
Because he didn't die?
Because he didn't die. Because technically by Catholic law, by Vatican law, the papacy ends with the Pope's death, not with resignation. So the dude who just died, many people don't believe that he was actually a legitimate Pope.
Which leaves one spot open.
Interesting.
All that to say, the end of the world is coming, and it's because of the Pope. I think it's at very least interesting.
When you sent that text earlier, what was my response?
You're like, I don't get it.
No, I think I said, dude, no, what I said.
Oh, yeah, you say, so does that mean taxes are going to end?
Let's get it on.
No, I said, about damn time, I'm tired of taxes.
Yeah.
So bring it on, I guess. You know
I
what?
don't know. I just think it's interesting. Like there was this entire prophecy of the popes that was written by a pope.
Yeah.
I think it was like Pope Benedict Malachi or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of these subsequent things came out that all seem to line up.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's fun conspiracy theory.
It is fun, but here's my thought then. So again, coming from someone who doesn't believe in any religion, right? Not like anti-religion, just doesn't believe in any religion.
Yeah.
Okay? The end of the world is marked by the return of Jesus, meaning he's going to come swoop people up and let everyone else perish, right?
I think there are a few different theories on it, basically.
Because that's a super dick move.
Essentially, he would come back and collect all of the believers, and then there is, in theory, a period of like tribulation, trials, whatever, where people are kind of still given the opportunity to convert. And then at a certain point, yeah, the world ends.
Sounds rude.
I don't know.
I know you didn't make the rules.
Sounds fucking fake.
It sounds just like I don't know. Like if I believe in Jesus, my Jesus doesn't do that.
Your Jesus doesn't do that?
No.
Okay.
Sounds like a hateful person. Like, oh, you don't believe in me? Well, perish, motherfucker.
Or just.
How is that just?
I mean, if you set the rules and people break the rules,
but then you're not all loving.
Then it's just justice. Is it not loving to discipline your children?
I mean, it is loving to discipline your children, but I'm not going to say, okay, well, here's your punishment is burning to death and dying. So he's just like me. He's just taking it to the fucking extreme.
Yeah.
I'm going to wipe out the earth of all these non-believers because I am the only true one. That just seems like pretentious.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, and Christians will say like, "Oh, you're blasphemous and stuff." I don't mean it in a mean way.
I think that's a valid question. I think that there's a lot of. I think that the question of how does the idea of damnation seem just, fair?
How about we just treat people the way you want to be treated?
It's a great rule to live by.
How about we just do that?
Yeah,
I just want.
And you don't have to fucking get burned in hell for not fucking going to church and believing and. Not that I'm a non-believer. I'm just saying.
You're just covering your bases.
I'm just like, let's start treating people.
Some holy water.
But the fucking the diddlers over there in that other fucking church are weird.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird pedophilia stuff.
Well, I mean,
in all churches,
what do you
it
expect
like,
when you allow only men? You don't allow them to get married. You don't allow them to have sex. You don't allow them to have kids. What do you think is going to happen? I'm sorry, but like the whole premise of the Catholic priest was a flawed concept from the very
dude.
get-go.
My fucking whole family on my mom's side, they're all Catholic. Not like I don't remember the last time any of them went to church, but they were all born Catholic.
They were just Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Like born into it.
Like so,
yeah.
I
did catechism and
I did all that. I just got baptized as a Catholic.
Did you go to catechism as a kid and do your confirmation and all that?
Fuck no.
You didn't go to Catholic school? Like, I mean, not through elementary, but like the course where you like learn the sacraments and you learn how to.
I just got baptized, I think. But then that makes me Catholic still, right? Or am I not Catholic because I didn't go through catechism?
I think
I went through circumcision. Did I make it?
Oh my God.
Am I going to heaven? Yeah, it's weird.
The funniest scene ever.
I couldn't give a fuck about it though. Honestly, they're making like a huge deal about it. Well, we're gonna fucking watch this. All these people are gonna be going to the funeral, and it's like, dude, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I couldn't give a shit.
This is the one that
what white
baptized the
smoke
Lamborghini,
comes
right?
outside the fucking.
no, the one that just died. I think you're right. He blessed the Lamborghini or some kind of sports car, right?
Like
Why?
you lose your validity at that.
But here's the
moment.
thing: like this dude was a douche nugget. He was pro alphabet soup, all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
He was super pro. Like he was a very like
open borders.
yeah, environmental.
No
like
fucking-
the ocean levels are rising and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, bro,
he was a flat earther too. I heard.
he was a
I do wish the ocean was rising.
he was a progressive cook. Yeah, but you know what happens when you look at time lapses of the beaches?
It just does that.
It just stays exactly where it's been.
Yeah, it just tides.
Yeah.
Look, it's backwards. It tides. The moon, the circle, the gravity, the stuff pulls the water. I'm just saying, like, if I can run somehow in my lifetime, have some beachfront property here in Idaho, I'm fucking down.
Beach. Oh, because the oceans rise so high.
I'm not opposed. I mean, there will be like little mountains sticking out, like little islands, but then like Tahoe will be an island, high mountains, like the Sierras and shit, mountains. We'll call them islands because
Yeah.
they'll poke out a little bit, and we'll Moana sail by them, and
Yeah.
shaka bra.
Shaka, bro.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think it's funny. Like,
No, that's-
do I think the world is going to end next year? No.
No, I think that I mean, it could,
I here's the thing.
but I just don't think it'd be caused by any kind of like extraterrestrial or
I don't think it's
power
the
thing.
cause.
I think it's going to be people.
I think people look to coincidences with events in life
Yeah.
to say like, oh, there's legitimate, there's some legitimacy behind
Anything.
whatever.
I do believe that what is it, Albert Einstein that says, I know not which will be used, or like, I know not what weapons will be used in World War III, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Meaning
I
it's
do-
gonna be a total reset.
Yeah, I do believe in that.
Yeah.
I do
I
believe
mean,
in that.
that's probably true. We're not wise enough to wield the power that we've discovered.
Yeah, nuclear bombs, I don't think were meant for human beings.
Yeah.
I also don't think we were designed to fly in airplanes. I don't think that's a very natural thing either.
Well, maybe airplanes, maybe, but helicopters, well, those things are freaking flying toasters. They're terrifying.
I saw a video the other day, another one, because there was one that was viral a while ago, and now a new one came out of a dude walking too upright under the fucking rotors.
Oh,
Didn't dip his head, and it's just like
Lop-
burn, and
lop
just
the top.
just a
Think-
puff of blood, and he just hits the floor, and it's like shit. The dude lived.
No way.
Yeah,
I
but-
did see that one because it
It
had
just
like
got the-
X-rays
It
and
just
shit.
got the top.
Yeah.
I saw that one. Yeah,
But like, I think he's never like living again. Do you guys hear that? Sounds like someone's shaking the front door.
Yeah, it does. Or do you have a client that you're supposed to have
5:30,
at 5:30?
something like that.
Okay.
well, they're a little early.
It's 3:30. I don't know.
It could just be Nick running around doing stuff.
It could be.
So I'm not worried about it. Plus, like, we're well armed in here. So even if it is something bad,
I mean, yeah, I've got.
you got that.
There's no ammo in any of these.
You probably carry. Are you carrying right now?
No,
What? That's crazy. Because
Are
guess
you?
what? Nope. It's in my office. So they're armed too then. Because my gun's in my office.
There you go.
Josh, it's on you.
Well,
I got
neat.
your 6.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Actually, you kind of got like my 1 o'clock. So.
Oh, I'm going first. You know that, right? The door's going to crack and it's going to be me.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
we'd have 4K video footage if you
That is
survive.
true.
Bro, that might be the most crystal clear execution of all time.
All
Yeah.
time.
Fuck, dude, we'd be so popular.
Dude, there's one video. There's a video of his name is Bud something. He's a politician, and he ate his gun during a press conference in the
Oh, yeah,
70s.
yeah, yeah. I've seen that.
Have you seen
No.
this? It was
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Bud something. Dude, so we used to show that video in like EMT and medic school to just kind of be like, hey, look, this is what real blood flow looks like.
Yeah.
Because the guy, he eats his gun and then it's like he immediately, because his heart's still pumping, he
Yeah.
immediately evacuates all of his blood right out of his head.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
and it was uncut. The video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It happened fast.
It's hard to
too.
find. You can't really find it anymore. So
Oh,
unless somebody
I
has,
know the websites to find it.
oh, do you? Oh, you're gonna have to show me those websites.
Oh, you don't want to go on these websites.
no, I don't mind.
I don't go on them hardly ever because I question other stuff that could be on there.
Oh, sure.
That's what freaks me out. It's like not viruses. Like I want to go watch a cartel execution or something that I heard about.
Oh, I don't want to watch any of that stuff. I just want to find the uncut videos of the ones I want to see.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, but if I hear about something crazy, I want to go see it.
Yeah.
Dude, you should see the email thread between me and 1032 Corey and like Nick and stuff. It's just people just getting fucked up.
Yeah.
It's so bad, dude. Just like bike wrecks, car accidents.
Oh, dude, I see that kind of stuff. Well,
that's your daily life.
Yeah. So me and all my medic buddies will put videos back and forth. People just like getting smacked by a semi truck and.
Have you seen the one of the girl? You should clip it in here. It's so funny. She falls out and hits the grass. And she leaves a legit imprint in the grass and then sits back up. No. She falls from like a 5-story building, hits the grass like flat on her back. And as she gets up, I'm not even kidding you. It's like a cartoon. Her exact body like print is in the grass. And she gets up and she's like,
she lives?
Yeah, but she is not doing well. She gets up and she's just like, and like doubles over. Oh, and it's just like, fuck.
The worst ones are guys like falling off ladders. And oh man, I just feel it in my body.
Yeah.
Or watching knees fold backwards.
What about fat chicks falling off ladders?
That is a
what about
I love fat people falling in general is probably one of my favorite.
I'll be positive to never fall in front of you because you're gonna be like I do fall with some grace still. Thank God I'm athletic, but like Jesus,
dude. But internet videos of fat people falling are amazing.
I'll add you to the thread. Then I have this like extreme fascination with fat girls and rope swings. Like, dude, I'm not even kidding you. Because they get up, they hold the rope, and I'm like, she's holding it.
There's so much confidence. Like, I got this.
She's holding it too low, healthy. And you can just see it. You can just see where she grabs the rope, and you're like,
yeah. You're like, I'm not much for trigonometry, but that angle ain't angling.
Or they grab up high, but then when they like get up to the edge, they bend their arms, and I'm like, ooh, you're not designed for that kind of fucking weight.
Or they grab up high, and like the entire tree goes.
Yeah, you're not designed. Straighten those arms out, baby. You're gonna fucking hit the ground, and then they go. Everyone's like, go, just go, and then the arms just snap lock, and just the fucking velocity of the move. It's just all gravity just gets them, and then
the momentum of the fall because they just
they land on their stomach and like scorpion.
Dude, you have to link one of those in.
Oh my god,
you have to go find a good one.
Here's the thing. Listen, big girls,
stay away from roasting.
Stay away from roasting. I love you. All the equal. We're all human beings. Yeah. I'm probably projecting because I'm fat, but like, here's the thing.
I'm not shaming you because you're fat. I'm shaming you because you made a choice to get on a rope swing.
I'm shaming you because you're fat and you decided to lock your arms out on a rope swing, and it don't work, and it's infinite.
Oh,
go on like your Samsung TV and just find those channels. And go to like Fail Army. It'll be like a half hour of big chicks hitting the ground. It's fucking crazy. I love it. It's one of my that and then watching people get tasered while they're running. Like there's few things that bring me joy in life.
They just get stiff and
dude. Oh,
I think watching people get pepper sprayed.
Oh, it's so funny.
Is way better than getting tased.
Oh, but the taser
because it takes like a 2 second. Yeah,
they get hit and they're like,
oh yeah, they're still fighting in the Oh, it's the greatest thing ever.
There's some freaking wannabe gangbanger rolls up and he's like kind of getting all puffy towards the dude who's filming and he's like, why are you filming me, homie? This and that. And like getting all, he's like, you know where I'm from? I'm from South Compton, blah, 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 all this kind of shit. And the guy is just like cool as a cucumber. And so
is it the guy in the Mustang where he pulls up in the Mustang?
Yeah. And then the guy he like steps up on him and he just and he walks off, hits the car, falls over.
Dude, that is one of the funniest ones I've ever seen.
He's crying.
He can't see. He's got his hands out in front of him.
Walking around. Yeah.
Oh,
it's like a 5-minute video. And the guy's like, I'm sorry, man. I told you.
He's like, I told you to stay away.
He's like, come sit down over here.
I'll get some help for you.
He's like yelling at the guy inside the like wrecking yard or whatever it was.
That and dude, the Sovereign Citizen videos, they are gloriously funny. You ever watch those?
Look at this.
You gotta put it up to your microphone.
Listen, I'll turn it up louder. Listen to the response. Ooh. But dude, like she plops onto the fucking ground.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's hurt. No doubt.
She's real hurt.
Yeah, no, there's an injury.
That was
for sure.
Pretty good fall.
Oh yeah, she's real hurt. Oh, poor girl.
You can't expect gravity to give you forgiveness. Fuck.
Gosh. Yep. Yeah, no, gravity's constant.
Oh, it's rough, dude. And you know what? I can't. So now you guys know one of my darkest secrets.
That's not a dark secret. That's just funny.
That's funny.
It is comical.
That's what the internet was made for, dude. I was so sad when Vines went away. When Vine
Oh yeah, the clips.
Vine was the
Hey, what was the
best.
other one that was like YouTube, but
I think it was Vine.
It was fine.
no, there was another one. It was like YouTube, but they didn't censor anything.
E-Bombs World.
Well, that was funny too.
Yeah,
E-Bombs World
E-Bombs
had
World.
all
I
the
don't even
freaking
Oh, Live Leak.
Live Leak. Is that still around?
Yeah, but Live Leak showed a lot more than people getting hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
showed all the shit. No, now you got to go to like World Star, and World Star is even like pretty censored.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, you can't find a lot of the good stuff.
You got to go to the dark web.
Yeah, but YouTube has an endless amounts of compilations of fat chicks falling off rope swings.
Yeah.
And for sure, you're gonna clip it. I
So
know
you can't censor us, YouTube, because you've got it on your own platform.
Yeah, you can't be mad at us. And here's the gig: if I wasn't supposed to laugh at it, why does it have 50,000 million views?
Yeah, why are you sending it to my feed?
It's because I search it.
Now that he just searched it, it's gonna. Hey,
I
now
type
that he
fat
just
girls, bro,
searched
it
it, it's
pops
gonna
up
be
right
all
away.
on our phones. Now that he searched it,
Like this, the video I just showed you has 321,000 likes and no thumbs down.
No.
687 thumbs up only. You know what I'm saying? And like,
do
here's
they
the
even
gig.
show the thumbs down anymore?
They do on YouTube.
They do.
And
They
here's
brought
the
it
thing.
back.
Listen, again, I'm sure this will get clipped. And if this ends up on the internet, which it 100% will, that's fine. Here's the gig. Again, no big deal. I'm not fat shaming. I'm a fat dude. I know I am.
Mhm.
I try to do things within my abilities. I'm not going to be like, let's go parasailing and I'll hold on to this fucking.
Yeah, you're not trying to climb Half Dome.
No, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to, oh, you know what? I should try to do a backflip off this fucking table. Like I'm going to stick within my realm of gravity for my size. It's fucking the right move. With that being said, I still am strong enough to use a rope swing.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because then I couldn't laugh quite as much about it. I'd be on the YouTube. But I'd much rather be the guy going, oh, shit. Fuck.
We're all getting inundated tonight. As soon as we log on.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and I'm going to get so much hate. I'm going to be like, this fat fuck fucking talking shit about fat people.
Yeah.
That's all right. Go ahead. Let it out.
Absolutely.
I'll be okay. Engage
Super
with us,
crazy.
please.
Dude,
Comments.
comments would be great. And followers. Like, come on. We're so close.
Yeah.
So close.
We're so close. Get us
Yeah.
to that 1,000 mark.
You know what else is interesting too? If I listen to like a Bobby Lee's podcast, like Bad Friends or anything like that.
so funny.
So fucking funny. I
Bobby.
fucking love that show. I'm Bobby Dad. I'm Bobby Mom.
So, okay, you're going to be my dad. Okay. Bobby.
But like, if they talk about fat chicks on rope swings, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Watch. It's not going to be good for us.
It might not be. I don't know. It may or may not
That's
be.
all right, man. We're allowed to laugh, dude. Here's a gig. And I expect fat chicks to laugh at fat dudes for falling.
You know what I want to laugh about right now? SIG they're on the outs, dude. I'm just saying it. They basically told everybody that said that SIGs are dangerous that they were anti-2A propagandists. Have you guys seen this new Achilles heel tactical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just got a new SIG. It's awesome.
Did you?
Fuck no.
No.
I'm a PDP boy now.
It's the PDPs are sweet, but dude, the video is hilarious. He's online
Yeah.
in a course,
Yeah.
and he does a follow up statement the next day, and he's like, "Look, I watched this guy shoot all day long. He's safe, competent, capable, whatever."
Yeah.
He's like, "I heard this thing pop off, and you can watch the video." And he's like, "Is that fucking 320?
Is that a P320?
Get that off my line."
He's like, yeah, he unloads, throws the magazine, drops the mag to the floor.
Yeah,
Doesn't even go
he's
like,
just
here's
like,
your bullet.
"Get it off my
Get
line."
off my line and don't bring it back.
The thing is, though, you know, like the statement that they put out on the 320, because they have a lot of great lines. I mean, they really do. The 320 obviously has issues, and it's dramatically fallen off in sales in the last year and a half. Like nobody buys them anymore. And for them not to address this, the only thing that's going to change this is one, ranges aren't going to let people shoot them.
Well, that's
people
what
aren't going to be
happened
able to
after
take
this
them in
one.
these classes.
There are USPSA clubs that won't let people shoot P320s
That's what
anymore.
I'm saying. Yeah, I just saw that. I saw that from what Ben Stoker just posted something about that.
Yeah.
So that's
But I wonder if
the
that
only
counts
way.
for the SIG Max.
I can't even find their account.
It
I
is a
don't know.
P320.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Their account is totally shadow banned. SIGs.
Well, that's the only thing that's gonna get them to react is when nobody can use them anywhere and they stop selling altogether.
Yeah.
Like it's not like people are gonna stop buying them because they can't take them anywhere. They can't take them to a range
And
because the range isn't gonna allow them.
their newest rifles were kind of a flop.
Which
I mean,
ones?
dude. Oh, which one?
The military
spear?
issue ones. Yeah, the spears.
The spear is Yeah,
So
that was a flop.
They have the P320 going under. Their rifles, that sounded like a lot of shots going on, like 5 SIGs on a line.
Yeah.
Dude, but there's guys, the fanboys, they will fucking argue with you until you're blue in the face.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm not saying that. Listen, we've sold thousands of them. Between all 3 of my stores. I've never had anybody say,
did you sell Ben his Havoc? Because his exploded.
I don't know that I've had his exploded or went off.
It exploded.
Well, I mean, that could be a
So
ton
it
of
could be
shit.
a lot of other stuff, yeah.
But I'm just saying, we've never had somebody email us, Instagram us, call us, email us, saying that their gun
they're probably
discharged in a holster.
Too embarrassed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I want to know.
We had one. We just bought one. We bought an M17 from a customer, a used one, and Matt is going to try to get it to go off.
Oh, you could do it easily if you just drop it on its back, where the tang and the
I don't know. A lot of people have already done that testing, and I don't think they've gone off.
I'll find a way. I'm like, I'll find a way to prove it.
So there's lots of videos out there of people defeating them with like paper clips and making them go off, and they're striking. And so Matt's going to do this torture test on YouTube.
But he's going to use blanks, right?
Yeah, he's going to take all the bullets out of the.
Did they delete their
casings.
statement from their social medias?
Probably.
I think
they got crucified, dude.
I think they did.
Their lawyer probably told them to take that fucking
it.
shit down.
But they basically were like, if you're perpetuating this idea, you're an anti-QA,
yeah,
whatever. It's like, dude, look, I'm not saying.
Is it not on there? You can't find it?
No, I couldn't find it.
Wow.
I'm not saying that some, if not many, of the circumstances of SIGs going off is due to human error, right? Mishandling, not perfect trigger discipline.
I do want to know how many go off in Safariland holsters.
Something in a holster, whatever, right?
No, I'm sure it's quite prevalent that it's going off because it's like the #1 duty holster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But here's the thing.
Of course.
But here's the thing.
Look at the range. Look when you go to the range and who's carrying what when they're outside the waistband.
Regardless of if there is some level of failure on the operator's perspective or from the operator side, you do not see the same failures with Glock. You don't.
Yeah.
You never see the same fail. You don't hear about them going off. So what that tells me is that Glock, they are inherently more capable of dealing with a small failure on the operator side than SIG is.
Well, obviously they take it head on. These guys are not taking anything head on. They're not even taking responsibility for any of it.
Hear me out. What if the person who designs the fire control unit for the SIG was a Glock plant?
Continue.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was just a big old Glock smear campaign on SIG.
You think that SIG's chief engineer was Gadsden Glock's like great grandson?
Nephew, yeah.
Or some like obscure non-Glock.
I can't even fucking get through this without laughing. Normally I try to fucking hold character longer. I can't do it. Yeah, something's up with those guns, man. I'll say what, I got a P320 Max.
You were an apologist.
I was on the SIG platform for a long time, and I still have like I have the M17 P320. I have a regular Legion P320, and then I have my.
I do love the Legions feel great.
Best grip on the market, in my opinion.
Feel great.
And then I have my P320 Max that had and my P320 Max seriously has like 40,000 rounds in it.
Dude, I have all of them,
and
honestly.
It's never fucking fucked up. There have been a lot of soft strikes, but it always depended on what ammo I was using. Otherwise, I've never had any major catastrophic failure, no accidents, no nothing.
You know what I've never had ammo issues in? Any of my Glocks.
Well, Glocks will shoot a fucking rock with no fucking gunpowder, dude. You literally will turn anything into a projectile.
I lube it with spit in the morning and call it good, dude.
A little bit of jizz on it.
I have all of them. I have all the 320s, and I don't think that I'll ever train with them again.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Honestly, I just don't want an ND. You know what I mean?
I kind of do.
An 80. I don't want an 80. You know?
Yeah. We like to call them EDs.
Do you, I mean...
Early discharges.
I kind of do. I just want to see it happen in a safe.
You might get a paycheck too if it happens.
I don't want to see one happen on my line.
We're gonna go beat the shit out of all of our SIGs just so we can get in on the class action.
hammer.
You're like taking a sledgehammer to the back of it.
Yeah, it's crazy though. And honestly,
their 365s are fucking money.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've heard.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I'm just gonna say it. It is the same trigger system. It's the same trigger design.
Something's different.
It's not. It's the same trigger system and design as the 320. I won't carry one. Won't do it.
You can't shoot for shit anyways. That's the old stinger.
The only thing that changes bad behavior, dude, is it's got to cost them a lot of money, and that's where it's gonna come back and bite them in the ass. Mm-hmm. If the ranges stop allowing them,
a lot of these training
people are gonna stop.
Outright say,
well, I know that. And now USPSA, there's some clubs that won't even allow them on the range.
What are you guys gonna do anything about it?
Dealer or a sim shot?
Yeah, are you guys going to allow SIGs in your class?
Yeah, I'm going to give a fuck. I'm not going to tell someone they can't train if that's all they got.
Yeah.
Like, I want people shooting. If maybe my attitude will change if I see a catastrophic malfunction like that. You know, I hope it never happens on my line ever or Nick's line. But I really, guns are expensive and shooting is expensive. And if someone's invested their hard-earned money into a P320 and they feel comfortable shooting it and they have hella magazines for it and they got a holster for it and they're going to show up to shoot, I will never tell them no.
That's entirely fair.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think I'll ever buy another used one. I'm not going to buy a brand new one ever again. Yeah. There won't be one in the cabinet until this whole thing is fixed and they have a solution to it and they can prove it. But I won't be buying any used.
So my question is, because there's no like empirical, like definitive video of what is happening. So we don't know if the trigger is being depressed somehow in a way that is unsafe, or are the guns actually going off without a trigger pull, right?
Well, most holsters now don't even grab the trigger guard.
Right. Yeah.
So either something got introduced into the fucking mechanism,
right,
into the trigger guard itself,
or it's like pushing the sear off the block or something like that.
I think it's because now they're indexing off. Most holsters are indexing now off of a light. So, you know, most of them are all, if they're light bearing holster, it's indexing off the light.
Yeah.
It's something that has to do with the gun getting twisted somehow, in my opinion. I don't know that for a fact, but I don't know that it's just releasing itself.
That's what I want to know.
How, like, that's where
I want to know, is the trigger getting manipulated somehow?
Well, I can't help it.
It's the only way that would happen. I mean, no, is if the frame was getting some kind of manipulated, turned, like that guy had his hand on the gun or rested it on the, you know, like
elbow or something.
The elbow, or like, dude, when I'm, if I'm at a class, dude, I always do this.
My pistol is a rest for my hand.
Yeah, my fucking hand is on it.
Yeah, same.
It's on it always. Like, I'm not just standing there, my fucking gun, or my...
There, on it.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Even, I think, so you can probably say this, when I teach and I'm talking, I'm probably just, like, clicking my gun around and, like, touching the grip.
We all do that.
I think it's just part of it.
So, is it some kind of manipulation while it's in the holster on the light? Like, I'd like to see all the data, like, the ones that have fired. Most cops, almost every single cop is going to have a light on their gun. So I'd like to see how, like, it's getting twisted. So,
yeah, we're not the same fire control unit. Same shoe.
Are you sure?
According to...
I think they're smaller.
According to... Well, they're obviously smaller.
Obviously, it's not the same.
They have a similar trigger shoe style.
But the mechanics, I don't mean that it hasn't been made smaller.
Yeah, apparently something's different. It says they do not have the same fire control unit.
Well, obviously, they're not the fire... Same... They're... way bigger.
What's a way bigger?
But the I don't know, man.
Yes, but I think something's different. Well, let's pull mine out. I'm not ready this second, actually. I have to go pick up my kid soon.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think anything is going to change their opinion or their minds unless it is financially affecting them. Meaning, dealers stop selling them, they stop buying them, people stop buying them. They're not allowed to use it no more.
Have you sold 320s since?
No. Dude, I don't even know the last time we sold a 320.
But I think
outside of a flux, being in a flux because nobody's holstering that's like a novelty fucking braced cool thing.
That'd be so dope to have a self-firing flux.
But I mean, people are still buying those, but outside of that, they're not buying the 320.
I believe it. I think that the 320 it's either going to be forced to see a complete overhaul in engineering, or they're going to have to DC the line. They're going to have to.
It's a great shooting pistol, man. Feels good.
But if nobody buys it,
yeah,
what are you going to do?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You can't carry a line that people don't trust and buy.
Yep.
I wonder if, you know what, actually, I wonder if partial, I've never experienced any kind of failure with my guns because none of them have stock triggers at all.
Dope.
Like, all of my SIGs have replacement trigger bars, and it's all Apex. All of them.
I mean, an Apex makes a very safe system.
Yeah. I mean, it still has, I guess, the fire control unit, but like the springs and the trigger bar and the shoe, all that gets swapped out right away. So I don't run a stock SIG trigger.
Too low. I don't know what the it needs to be addressed. Obviously, it's happening, and you can't. There's just too many things. I mean, I'm all these SIG fanboys on that last 80 was
on the Achilles heel one.
Yeah, was awesome. I mean, just the fanboys come out of the woodworks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, and then
but when I say something about Glock, the same thing happens.
And then they tried to crucify the instructor because he walked over and basically just took the gun and kicked him off the range.
I mean, you're
like, so what? We're not going to check for safety. I'm like, okay, look, guys, I'm sorry, but from the time the gun went off to the time he walked up, there was enough of a delay to where if that guy got shot or somebody else got shot, they'd be dancing around. I just shot myself.
I've seen it way worse from trainers in classes.
Yeah.
Of trainers getting in the students' asses, and that wasn't what that was.
No.
He was just like,
he was pissed about the gun.
Yeah.
And in fact, the next day, he's like, this guy was shooting well. He has a clear understanding of how to manipulate a gun, how to be safe on a line. He knows what he's doing. His gun went off in the holster.
Yep.
In the holster. So what are you going to do?
What holster he was using, what light he was using, if any.
I don't know.
Like, I'd love to hear all the... be cool to see the statistics, you know.
Yeah, all the data.
All the data, yeah.
I'm sure some Glock fanboy has it out there.
I'm sure, probably. All right, Jeremy's got to pick up his kids, so we got to wrap. Guys, look.
It's dad life.
No Quarter Pod on all the things. We say it every single episode. This is what we want. Go to YouTube, because that's what we're trying to grow the most. The rest will come. Go to YouTube and give us a follow. If you listen on Spotify or Apple or any of the IR radio or any of the podcast platforms, if you have a YouTube account, go to YouTube at No Quarter Pod. Give us a follow. That'd be awesome.
Please.
And if you watch our stuff, just give us a follow. It would help us out.
And things are happening for us. We actually picked up a sponsor.
We got a sponsor. Yeah, well, we're
going to be talking to the sponsors.
Honestly, we're trying to be a secret. Like, if people just look at our thumbnails, they can figure it out because I started putting their logo on there.
No, the thing is, dude, if more people listen, there's going to be good things happening. So the things that the sponsors will do for us is going to get passed on to the viewers. And, yeah.
And Chocos.
Oh, yeah.
Greens.
Super Greens, bro.
Hey, you know what? We all drive Fords, so Ford. You want to sponsor us? I need a new truck.
Built Tough. Or whatever. Or is that Chevy? No, it's Ford.
No, Built Ford Tough, right?
Built Ford Tough, motherfucker.
No, look, Rob's right. Things are growing. Things are moving. We're trying to legitimize this more. So, if you could find it in your heart to give us a subscribe.
Please, sir. Please.
I'm begging you. Oh, Poach, please. All right, guys. We love you. I'll talk to you next time.